If you are a recent college graduate, chances are you have taken several classes that you believe will help prepare you for your first job. Unfortunately, most of what you need to succeed in your work involves skills you never took a class to acquire. And that can complicate the application process. When you look at the qualifications for entry-level jobs, many of the items on the list may be things you have not yet encountered. Because you don't have all of the qualifications doesn't mean you shouldn't apply for that job. If you are right out of college, and there is an opportunity to apply for a position at a firm that normally was given to people with a few years of experience. So, if you're completely qualified for the job, you have to apply for it and don't worry about the required experience. Organizations expect people who are new to grow into the position. They want new hires to ask a lot of questions, seek out mentors, and even make a few mistakes as they get acclimated to a role. That means that you should look for positions that will stretch you, not ones where you can already tick all the boxes. Many people, particularly women, focus on potential jobs for which they are already overly qualified. There are advantages to doing this. They will hit the ground running, which often makes an employer happy and can boost the person's self-confidence, but it's unlikely the job will lead to much growth, and being stagnant in a role can make it hard to transition to the next position. One factor that often holds people back from applying for jobs is imposter syndrome, which is the feeling that you've risen to a position you haven't earned or deserve. People who experience this syndrome worry that if others knew how unqualified they were for their position, that they would not be able to keep their job. But imposter syndrome is typically a farce. You can't see other people's thoughts, so you may assume that they have a higher degree of confidence in their abilities than they probably do. Because of that, you don't recognize how many other people have also had to learn significant new skills on the job, and so you shy away from positions for which you feel unqualified. Instead, it's valuable to treat new positions as a challenge. Research says the best way to maintain an orientation to continue learning is to treat difficult tasks as a lack of skill rather than a lack of talent. Practically speaking, it's useful for almost everyone to treat job ads as though they are a set of guidelines about what a position involves. Not a strict list of requirements that an applicant must have. It is important, of course, to have at least some of the skills a job requires up front. But nobody should limit themselves only to positions for which they are already overqualified.